Well, howdy everybody. We're inside the cabin today. We got the exterior all closed up. It's raining outside, so let's get on that floor. It's a good day for that to happen. I got some tricks I want to show you. All right, so back in the day when I was building sheds, we had two programs. This works pretty good as long as you're not insulating the floor, and I'll show you what to do. Real simple prop right here. All you need is your 2x6s or 2x4s. You take and put them in like this, nail them into your skid, and then nail them right into your 2x6 right there. And you want to make sure so your skid doesn't pull away from you. Right now I just have these tacked in with my framing nail. I knew I was going to have to come back and put in some tie down. So this is a good tie down system right here if you're not going to insulate the floor, if you're building a shed. Very reasonable way to go. And these are tough. I've delivered many sheds, big sheds, 10x20s, just with this method right here, and no problems whatsoever. So that's a real easy trick. Now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do today. I'm going to insulate this floor. I don't feel like scribing around this and messing with this bad boy. So let's set that out of the way. I just want to show you a real quick, easy way. Again, nail it to your skid, and then you take and nail your 2x6 to the brace you have right here. Now, here's what we're going to do today. We have these hurricane straps or tornado straps. These are really cool. You can use these for a lot of different things. I mean, these are very handy to have. Along with these straps right here, these straps are awesome to have also. Have them around the farm, have them around the shop. I mean, it's so good to attach stuff together. You attach stuff together like this, attach stuff together up there, attach stuff together like this. I mean, so many ways to attach things. Now, how are we going to attach these? Let's take a look at that program. Okay, we're going to, on these hurricane straps, I'm going to call them hurricane straps. I'm going to use these TK nails. I don't know if you can see real well, but I'm sure you can blow up on here and screen. These are galvanized TK nails. I'm going to put them in my hurricane straps. And I got some tricks to that. I do have, you see this right here, it's a little clip. I do have a gun, I have two guns actually that I used a lot when I was building pole buildings because you have a lot of Simpson ties you're putting into those buildings and it just saves so much time. And then there's another method where you can use these galvanized screws that are meant for this process. And these are pretty nice screws. I mean, they work pretty good, but these heads would be in my way when I go ahead and set down my OSB trim piece. And it would just be in my way, these heads. And then check out this cool little 3-pound hammer. You're probably wondering why I have this little 3-pound hammer. Because when we get into these tight spaces here, nailing these hurricane straps and these TKs, you don't have a lot of swinging power inside there because you can see how far I go down right here. You only need to put one on each one of these. You can put them anywhere, any side. You can stagger them if you want, or you can double them up. Put one on each side, however you feel. Let's get rolling. I'm excited. It's raining outside. I've got some materials outside. They're covered. I got some OSB and 3/4 inch subfloor. We'll put that on top. Oh, and I got another trick coming. Stay tuned. All right, let's get serious. I love these ties. I mean, these are just great for putting things together. Some wood. You say, man, I can't really get a nail to hold that real good. Look at that. You know, you could even use it in a process like that, right? Anywhere where you want to join some wood together and you're wanting it to stay well. One more thing. This is only 10 foot wide, so I have only 2 4x6 skids on here. I have double 2x6s all the way around this building. Double 2x6s because I know I've got some weight coming down on here. I got weight coming down on here. I went 16 inch on center here because my roof load is right here. So I said, I want a lot extra strength here. This back wall doesn't have a lot of strength, so I went 2 foot on center because why should I waste some 2x4s, nails, and labor when I really don't have to? And I've saved some money. So that's the program there. All right, so let's throw these in here. Let's put one in here real quick. We'll use that cool one I told you about. See how nice this is? I like to put one on top and then another one on this bottom. Hang on. Should have went down further. You got to go down past there. So let me pull that out. It's going to be clean in the butt. It's got to be done. When you make a mistake, just fix it. Don't try to say, I'll work around it because it'll haunt you. It'll haunt you. So let's fix it real quick. So even the pros make mistakes, folks. So don't you worry about making a mistake out there. These are like a little Z metal rocket. Like I said, these hold really good. Look at me fighting to get this. Holy crap, look at that. Just try to get that one nail out of there. Now I'm gonna have 5 and 5. I'm gonna have 10 nails in that bad boy. Look at that fight I have. Holy crap. Okay, let's not do that anymore, huh? I'm gonna straighten this up so we can use it. We don't waste anything. We use a lot of recycled materials here. Let's get this back down where it needs to go. There we go. This is gonna be flush right here. See how it's gonna be flush right here. I had it up too high. That one is pretty close to the edge, so I might not put one in there because it'll just split the wood and not even doing it. Look at that little hammer, man. Harbor Freight, a little 3-pounder. I say that handles probably 10 inches. 8, 10 inches, something like that. But you want that 3-pound, you got that little hammer, you're going, take you forever. That right there, that's the trick. Now, I get the big hammer for this over here. Now you can see why the gun is a lot faster. I'm gonna have to handheld every one of these bad boys, but that's the process. That's what you have to do. Big hammer in there this time. Let's see if I can do it down here too. Oh yeah. Oh, maybe I can do these with the big hammer. These are 16 on center. Oh yeah, there we go. I can do it. I can do it. All right, folks. What do you think of that so far, huh? Looks pretty simple, doesn't it? Just everything takes time. And when you make a mistake, redo it, because it'll haunt you. So many times I just said, I'll let it go, and I'll catch it next time around, and work around it, and well, that never works out. Oh, when I was talking about these skids here. Now, I don't have one in the middle, because imagine this. I'm going to have these sitting on the ground, probably in level space, but this thing's going to move every once in a while up and down, and with the grass, spring, fall, winter, things move. So, with that being said, I can get underneath here, jack these up and level them, no problem. If I had one run down the center, how do I get in here? I'm not going to get underneath there and be able to jack that up. And then what might happen is my middle floor might go like this, and like this, and like this. These are 16 on center. I think I got them about a foot from the exterior. Now be careful here in this program, because if these get too heavy, these will start going down. These will bend, veering down a little bit over time. This is about the furthest I want to go. I wouldn't want to be 2 feet out here, because there's not going to be a lot of weight in here. You're more worried about the weight on the outside. The weight on your outside on your e-bit walls is where you're going to be most concerned about. There's not going to be a lot of weight in here, but you still want to keep it nice and balanced so you don't have a lot of spring in your floor. Let's do another one. Yeah. I'm going to get this. It's going to be a battle right there. I'm going to put that one on the outside. That outside one, I'm just going to go right outside and do that one when it's not raining. Okay, let's throw another one in here, show you how this works. And like I said, this hammer, but it looks like I'm swinging pretty good with my framing hammer, the old Vaughn. But if you had it closer together, this would work pretty good. Depends on how you feel about it. So we're going to put another one right in here. Remember I said this has a Z to it. You want to make sure this is flush with your skid. And that's why I had to tear that one out. You see, you were here, you see it. You were a witness. Okay, right there. Yep, I feel nice and flush with that skid. Grab a TK nail. Yeah, this is probably my favorite method, but it's more time consuming. If I use a block, I just hit the gun, bam, bam, bam with the gun, I'm done. Oh yeah, take that. Yeah, sometimes you may have to bend one over. A little dark in here. They're so strong. You'd be amazed to try to tear that apart. You seen how much work it was just for me to take that one out? Holy crap. Alright, take that. Alright, I'm going to set these as far as I can go here with half this floor. I'm working from here this way, and then I'll move that stuff out of my way, and hopefully we'll get a subfloor in here too. Makes me feel like a big guy where I can get these in with 2 pounds, right? Ooh. I gotta hit it first though. There's a little bark in here. I'm gonna use that for my excuse. Alright folks, so I'm gonna do that to everything I can reach right now, and I'll show you how I put the next piece of trim down. Alright, I'm using a special product at the bottom facing the ground. I'm gonna show you a trick. Right here. This stuff right here. I don't know if you've been on the internet checking this stuff out, but it's pretty awesome stuff. It's very reasonably priced. Everything I'm finding out, it kind of helps with cold weather coming up from the ground. And here's a really big plus. Rodents don't like it. Mice don't like it. That's what we're going to use it for. I did set a piece of, remember I told you those hurricane straps come in real handy? Well, I had to put a 8-foot on center 2x4. Instead of trying to nail from the bottom up, I just throw those nice little straps on there and threw that 2x4 right there, nailed it to those 2x6s, and bam, I got my 8-foot right there. So I had a bunch of this Dripedge. I had a lot of extra Dripedge from different jobs I had left over. So I'm setting that down right there as a channel for my OSB to sit on. But before I put my OSB down, I'm going to go ahead and cut this to size, and I'm going to go ahead and hammer tack it right on there. Then I'll flip it over and throw it down. Then I'm going to nail it down to my braces, my skid, and my other brace right over here underneath. It's nice I can work in the pig here. So I just bring in my OSB, cut it up here, it'll go back here. Alright, we're going to make this easy and simple. I know what I got going on here. I have these right, this is one piece already cut. And then I'm going to go a little bit longer. I think I got 114, but then maybe I want to wrap up along the edges a little bit. So maybe go 116 inches on our cool stuff right here. And I'm probably going to have this side up, so this is going to go down. Alright. Make it easy on myself. I'm going to use this line right here. You can cut it with my knife when I get done here. Let's see. Yeah. This is going to go like this. Let's get it nice. Like I said, I'm going to have a little overhang over there. I wanted to kind of get a little overhang on the edges. I don't have a lot of play because I cut it nice and tight like a tiger. Alright. Bring her on down. Okay. This stuff is pretty reasonable too. You should check out the prices when you go to Home Depot or Lowe's what this runs. I mean, you can use this for many things. You got an RV. Great installation for an RV. Put on your windows in your RV. Oh man, this stuff is amazing. I've been online checking it out. And I said, heck, the price is right. It's not it's pretty reasonable. I'm just throwing a few in here. I doubt it'll sag down over time, but who knows? I sure don't want to get underneath there. Right? Alright, let's cut this stuff up. Alright, see I got a little edge I can follow right there. Bam! Wow, let's cut that right there too. Every guy should have a longer knife for this. Maybe like a leg knife would probably be pretty good at cutting sometimes. You got a big one. Oh, I suppose I could do this size wall. I'm getting her though. On the edge, nice and easy cut. Less thinking you have to do, the better it is. Sometimes let the work do the thinking for you. All right, let's put this in and see what it looks like. Now I got this going wild right here because I got another little piece I have to put in there. So let's flip her over. Like I said, I want a little bit extra over on that end. All right, I want this side down. And I kind of want a little bit of a wrap in like so. Overlap right there. turn this way first. All right, let's go down here and look at this so we can get all geeked up. Oh, that's gonna be perfect. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. Got a caught on my middle there. There we go. We're in there now. Put this up. Towards the end. Oh yeah. But I'll tell you that this is pretty rigid. This drip edge, so that works really nice to hold. And remember, I cut this piece here. I put this piece in here, right here. And good thing for these hangers are hurricane straps. Life is good. All right. So I'm gonna run this out here like this. So when I put my next piece in, if I have to, I can just kind of hammer tack her from underneath. Bam, bam. All right, let's see what we got going on. Okay, we in tight like a tiger. All the way down. Oh yeah, all the way down. All right, let's push her down all the way. Bam, like that. All right. And I'm gonna grab my bar and turn this up a little bit. Oh, maybe I can palm it over. There we go. That's how you do that. All right, let's go get that nail gun. Oh, I'm loving that new nail gun. Life is good. Now, the other thing, if this sits for 15 minutes, you gotta turn it back on. It's got its own little saver on it. Power saver. And it's got a little light on it. Got the light in. All right. Let's nail this bad boy down here real quick. There she is. Oop. I said it's so a little high because I was nailing our stuff to this bad boy. Oh, nice. Wow. I put another couple little screws in here, and that's what I have. I have screws holding this drip edge up on the inside here. They're pre-drilled screw, works real nice. Let's go down here, pull this one in. Okay. All right, just like that. All right. Okay, so what we do here, that looks good, okay. Maybe I just didn't do it. Yeah, this is looking good. Let's see. I think I got a flashlight on here. All right, see how that nice, see how that fits in there real nice? Now I'll be able to throw my insulation in here, and then my subfloor is gonna go on top of here. And I have that protective shield underneath there. And like I said, the best part, I think, is the critters don't like it. And it gives you a little more insulation, keeps that frost from coming out. All right, go online and check that stuff out. You got an RV, camper, even at your house, or you got some cold air maybe coming in. This might help you out a little bit. All right, folks, we're gonna be back for the installation. All right, let me show you the installation. That's pretty simple though. I'm gonna jump in the mosh pit over here. I'll tell you, it's really nice working in here. I'm going to be able to work myself right out this door. Look at this nice, I got a bench to work off of right here. I can fill these spaces, just keep going right till I get to that door. I'll probably have some of the subfloor laid by the time I get over there. Every 4 foot is a subfloor. Or, yeah. I could go this direction, which they recommend, but the way I'm doing things, it's a pretty tight building. I'm just gonna do my subfloor every 4 foot, bam, bam. I got another floor going over that anyhow, so that should look pretty good. All right, hey, let's get some insulation, turn this in real quick. I didn't get real crazy with it, I just got the cheapest stuff I could find. R13, but this stuff right here, secret trick. Check it out. You heard it here. You don't have to send me a commission or anything. I'll be okay with that. But if you want to, I'm not gonna complain. How nice it is. I know how long everything is. Don't have to break out the tape measure or nothing. Life is good. All right. Oh yeah. A little longer is not bad. That's what we're gonna probably try to do. So we got it off of here. And our bone is like, okay, does that look about the same? I don't know. Let's cheat out a little more. Right there, call it good. A little handy dandy eyeball as square as possible. Bam! Bam! Baby's cut. Shazam! We got her. Oh yeah. Just like that. Oh yeah. Oh, I will do the paper and everything right in there. You know, you don't want your insulation to be real packed in there. It's gotta be loose. Gotta be nice and loose. Loose. Oh yeah. I got paper area on top here. I'm not even gonna staple it down. Just stuff her in here. Gravity's gonna take care of all our stuff for us. You know, about one I could probably take and put my paper over this like that. You know, and just hammer packer that down I could. How pro I want to get. I don't know who's gonna see it. But you know what? Being pro is our problem. Oh yeah, that's it. Oh, look at that. Oh man, that's some nice stuff in there. Oh yeah. Oh, I like that. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh, that's tight actually. That is not bad. Let's get some of that. More good. Right. All right. That's how simple that is. So tricks of the day, and I'll be right back. Here's our tricks. I'm back. Here we go. One of my tricks. This is the Dripedge I'm using for the OSB to sit on when I drop it into the holes there. And of course, we're also using wonderful hurricane straps. These come in handy so many times in so many places around your home, your farm, just projects in general. These come in real handy. Look, I had to throw that extra 2x4 in there and I just nailed it down first, threw it up there, then I nailed it to that floor joist. So yeah, pretty simple. Nothing real complicated here. Oh man. And best tip of the day, this bubble wrap foil. Check it out wherever you can find it. All right, folks. Have a great day. I'm going to go ahead and keep moving on this bad boy. I don't want to bore you with the little details, but have a wonderful day. Goodbye.